All right, all right. Good morning. I'm just going to do a little back testing here. We're gonna, I don't know, what date should we start at? Yeah, we'll just start at like somewhere in here. Good enough. Doesn't really matter. Yeah. Haven't used this software in a while, so it might take me a minute to get back used to it there. Might take a minute. Let's adjust this time. And our next day open is next day open 9:30. All right, perfect. Perfect. Morning, Francis. So I'm looking for the way I'm going to kind of do this. I'm going to wait for like a run through like the London higher low, and then look for a spot from there. Let's just pause. Actually, I should kind of look at the higher time frame too, I guess. Yeah, kind of swept liquidity there. We'll see. What up to Mimi, Christopher, Gigi? I don't know how to say your name. Yee, Gigi. 167, 157. So we're going to be just doing the inversions here, trying to like sharpen the skills a little bit on the inversion. You hear Max over there eating his food? Probably. We obviously had some 10 a.m. news there. I kind of missed that. I was trying to pause. So I probably would have taken the short back to that wick. We ran that one. So I kind of missed that one. That's okay. Just kind of grinding lower at this point. Grinding lower. You guys know I take a lot of my trades off the 30-second chart. So I'm not quite sure. You know, obviously we won't get as many here. Right, let's see. We're just going lower here. Nothing obvious yet. We're in the lunch hour. No, the markets aren't open. ICT, you're the goat. Yeah. Not open yet. We're just doing a little back test. Just for, you know, why not? Just for fun. Because what I'm trying to do here, I'm going to try to keep my entries and stuff into the macro. And see if that, helps the win rate there. All right, no real trade here. I think I'm going to go ahead and go to the next day. Let's trade crypto today. No, I can't do crypto. What up, crypto? Can't do the crypto. Next day open. Let's just go to the next day. Looks like we had a little 8:30 news. So we do still have a data wick up here. Let's keep in mind. And if we don't get a setup by noon, then I'm not taking it. And, we're limited here on FX replay because we only have the 1 minute chart, or we can't go below the 1 minute chart is what I'm trying to say. Unless they change something. What's up, Nissim? All right, let me take a look here. I mean, the 3 minute chart is the cleanest, but as you guys know, I hate taking trades on the 3 minute chart. We do have the data wick up there. I don't know if this is the complete 3 minute candle though, is it? Is this the complete candle? I'm not sure. I guess we'll give this a try. Limit. And let's see, this needs to be on, I need this to be on the 1 minute. Okay. So right there, we're up 22 points. So we will scale half and stop will go to break even. And I'm probably going to actually move my target up here. And we'll scale more at the data wick and see if we can get a little move higher. Actually, looks like it's going to give an add opportunity. I might would add there, but we're not going to. So back above this wick here, I will go ahead and scale more, and we'll maybe target higher unless we get stopped. Wow, that's interesting. So we got stopped there. Still a winning trade, just a little bit annoying. What up, TR Crypto? How much is this software? It's like 30 bucks or something like that. So there's the data wick. You knew it's going to hit. It just, there was probably a 30-second opportunity in here to get back in. But, you know. Did I do next day open? Yes, I did. All right. Probably there was. So let's look here. Ooh. A little juiciness here. Let's see. What up, Andy? To Mimi, the stop would be a close back below. Close back below. All right. So I kind of like the look at this. So we'll look for some sort of opportunity to, let me try to change this to just a horizontal ray. So we'll look for an opportunity to take this back down to this data wick. You don't really see anything too obvious here. 165. Yeah. So what we would look for here is maybe a little push down, push back up, and then leave us an opportunity to get short. If it just goes without us, there's not much we can do about it. Oh, we're still on 3 minute. Let me go back to the 1 minute. It might look different on the 1 minute. Let's see. Yeah. Same scenario. We really need to push back up here. ICT, I think, well, I mean, I'm at like 8 grand or 8250 or something like that already, I think. I would suspect that we hit $10,000 or $12,000. Okay, so this is exactly what we wanted. We might hit more than that. It just depends. Okay, so let's look here. The 1 minute chart's not that clean here. I mean, you could probably take it off the 1 minute below 182. See what the 2 minute. Yeah, 2 minute doesn't look any better. If you're unfamiliar with what we're looking for, we're really just looking for a singular fair value gap in the leg. This kind of has more, you know, a lot of little small gaps down here. They are not very obvious, so you could assume that we run through those. Let's go one more candle, see what it offers. Oh, wait a second. Why are we at... What is going on here? Why is it not showing me the minute chart? Is this not the minute chart? What is this? Is this a half day or something? I don't know what's going on here. Why is the time off? You can see here it says it's 6 o'clock at night. I don't know what was going on there. I'm not sure. We did eventually run through that data low, but doesn't really look like it gave us an opportunity. That was a bit weird. I don't know what was going on with that. When a candle goes black below the IFVG, yes, Tamimi. So for example, let's give you an example. We got time here. It ain't like we're in a hurry. Let's say that we were like, all right, when we close above this, we're taking the long, right? Well, my break-even stop is going to be at the next imbalance, but I'm going to skip that in this scenario right now, just to explain it to you. My break-even stop is either at the next imbalance or the next swing high, right? Next internal high. So I would not move the break-even stop until we hit 57. Once we closed above this, I can get long. If a candle closes back below this, that's my stop out. But I don't usually stop out right away unless the candle has a lot of momentum. If it closes here and then starts to bounce and push back up, then I'll just put my stop there, because if it makes a new low, I don't want to be in it, right? So that's the stop is kind of fluid there. It's not necessarily fixed. And that's why you don't always see me have a stop on the chart. Now, you could do what I'm doing on my funded accounts, and what I do is the stop is fixed. I got 12.5 point stop or a 15 point stop, and if it hits it, it hits it. So that's why I try to make the gap that I enter off of somewhere around those numbers. I try to make it, you know, the stop to still be valid at 12.5 or 15 points. Sometimes I'll enter trades and it'll still hit my stop and the trade will still work, but I'll be out of the trade at that point. It feels bad when that happens, but to keep myself sort of protected there as far as the size of a loss that I'm willing to take, it helps. So... And I'm going to pause it right there for 1 second here. We're just doing the inversion trades. Oracle. What up, T-Rates? Oh, who are you, T-Rates? Who are you? Trying to turn on some music. Can't have you hearing my music. All right, let's see here. Let's take a look. All right, let's think about this inversion here. 999 and 87. So this is obvious. The momentum through there is not that obvious. Let's look to our left. Kind of have sell side still down here at 952, yeah, 953. Are we delivering from anything? We are holding this fair value gap. So we are low in the leg. Excuse me, guys. Just trying to think about this logically. There's not a lot of momentum here. I'm probably going to skip this trade just because we're kind of chopped before we got into it. We're not in the macro. So I'm going to skip this. But we'll read this. Actually, you know what? There are equal highs there at 1310. Wow. All right, so this is one of those ones where I think it is at least a break-even trade, right? Because we have equal highs at 13,010. We're not in the macro. So I think this is at least a break-even trade, but it's only 7 points from the entry to the break-even. So I'm not going to take it, but this probably would be one in real time that I probably do take. What up, Jim? Perversions, yes. Perversion trades. Weekend was good so far. Going to go to the Falcons game tonight. So, again, I think this works, but, you know, there's your equal highs. And would have went to break even right there, and you would have been stopped out because that's the internal, right? So, you know that's going to work, but is it worth the risk in that scenario? Probably not. I think that we need to run the sell side, or maybe we just get another manipulation leg lower before we take a long here. I do like a long here, but I kind of want it to line up with the macro time, and I would like to run the sell side there. Did I bet on a team? I did, Tamimi. Vlog coming out today. Vlog coming out today. I did respond to your message on the short, though, if you want to check it out. If you want to check it out. You can see that this second kind of higher low here did work, but we're so close to the sell side there that I don't know that I would have just taken that unless there was equal highs above or something that maybe I missed. There could have been. And just going without us now. Doesn't look like we're going to get an opportunity unless we get a pullback. We'll see. Yeah, I don't know, Tamimi. I'm not sure. What up, Zilmi? So in order for us to enter a long here, which is what I like, a long, we're going to need a pullback maybe into the 20s. And it's going to need to happen. I mean, realistically, I don't even know. We'll give it a moment. We're outside the macro. It's past noon. I'm probably just going to move on to the next day. All right, zoom out a little bit. We have sell side kind of down here. Let's see. London high and low. Looks like there might be some equal highs up here as well. No, those aren't equal. Relative. Maybe there. This is kind of what I do in the morning before I start trading. I look for equal highs and lows, you know, obvious ones. Now, obviously, we're getting a death candle right here at 929, which is interesting. We'll see if we sweep that 110 area and see if we get something out of that. So, yes, I had a bet, Zilmi. I guess I'll tell you guys, it's fine. We put $200 on Florida to cover the 7 points. So we took Florida and we laid the 7. We laid the 7. Now, this trade technically is invalid, right? We hit the internal before the candle closed. So this trade's technically invalid, but what did it leave here? The high on this candle's 160.50. The high on this candle's 160.50. So it left exact equal highs here. So for that reason, I probably would take this trade. Now, the only problem is, did it close above? Not really. I mean, it's right there at it. It's a tease. So this is an... Oh, what was that? How do I get that off here? I don't know. There we go. This is one of those in live time I probably take. And I'll probably go ahead and give it a shot here. But this is one of those ones where you could get burnt as well. Because if this closed above, I'd feel much more comfortable about taking this. But since it did not, it very well could turn into a loss. You can see the R. Is the RR very good here? No, it's not. Skewed RR, but I think it works a high enough of a percentage of the time that it's worth taking it. Now, if this next candle is kind of a death candle, that'll be our sign. Ooh. So see what I'm saying? So what's going to happen is this thing's probably going to manipulate lower now and then go back and take this out. So we have an option here. We can either just kill it now, or we can move our stop back below the swing and assume that it's going to come back up here. The safer play is just to kill it. But yeah, it takes us out. But that does give us a kind of a target for later, right? All right. So now it pulled back, took us out, 115. Yeah, that gap's not even that obvious. And that's why chasing these equal highs is sometimes super dangerous, right? And we know that. So a stop to break even in a scale are going to be at 132 now. We'll just get killed again. USTR crypto. Oh. I got you, T-Raids. T-Raids. So we're just wrong about the bias here. That's the thing, like, I don't know. It's one of those ones. Needs to be obvious. 5 points not really obvious enough. It's like, you know, it's probably coming back here. You just don't know when. Needs to be something obvious. And needs to be during the macro, most likely. I do Zilmi. Not on my back testing though. I don't dive deep into it on the back testing. We just do it. I also like to use SMT, which we can't see while backtesting. I mean, I suppose I could load the ES up. I think you can. I just don't really know how to do that, so... We're kind of already chopping here. It's funny how many futures commercials you get on when you're watching YouTube, huh? All right, let's move over to the 2 minute. Kind of just grinding lower. Maybe there's an SMT here, maybe not. We are in the macro. If we're wrong, we should know right away, pretty quickly. We have equal highs here as well, looks like. All right, we'll try it. So our scale will be obviously here, 107. Stop will just be back below the swing here. What happened? Placing a limit, stop, or market order. I mean, whatever. Who cares? All right, let's go. So now back above that will be our, like right there. So what we'll do is we will scale a third of our position because we do have equal highs above, or a fourth. And then we will we'll take another fourth off here. We'll try to hold the runner for the highs up there. All right, so when this happens here, what do we already know? When this inverses back to the downside, I already know I'm getting stopped out. Most likely. Pretty close. And stopped out. 420, I would say somewhere like 10. Yeah, the markets, aren't they open tomorrow? Should be open tomorrow. I haven't heard anything saying that they're not. And we're in lunchtime there. I'm not interested really in taking any more setups. We'll go on to the next day. Wow. So we obviously had 8:30 news with a big pumper. I mean, not really a wick here. It's not really a data wick here. So I might still be looking for longs out of this. We'll see. And again, that really didn't give us anything to be able to take a short with, right? It just didn't offer anything there for us to take a short on. Even though, you know, now it's obvious that it's going to the wick. It did put in a little OB there, but I don't know. To me, 459, that's a huge stop. I mean, your 3-minute is kind of your best looking chart here, but man, that's a pretty big stop. It is in the right time of day. We did sweep the London low. I think we've taken all longs today. All longs. Good thing, bad thing, I don't know. I want this to be on the 1 minute, so we have to be able to go break even and stuff like that. So that's our break even and our scale, because this is the next imbalance. Do we know if price is going to make it through this imbalance? We have no idea. So we scale half there. Stop goes to break even. Now we hope that this is just one that the market doesn't even know is there and it just pushes right through it, but we have no way of knowing. All right, back above that wick. I was going to scale more above that wick, but it went too quickly. It went too quickly there. Let's go back. So we have another manipulation leg lower. All right, how big is this gap? 07. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of like... well, we missed the entry here. The entry would have been at 08, 6 points lower. We're a little late on this one. Keep the stop very tight. We're pretty much going to be to break even very quickly here. It's almost 10 points. It's like 8 points. But we should have already been in. I missed it. So we're going to go one candle. There it is. So there's your stop to break even and your scale. So that's the only thing about FX replay. You see, I have to scale at the close of the candle, which is at 20 instead of 22.75. So a little frustrating. So most likely this just that's probably what we get. Yeah. Might still go, but that's where we have to just go break even. And you see, there she goes. So just came back, got us. I mean, if we wanted to, we might have could have waited for the actual internal to go to break even, but you know, you do what you do. I'm certain I would have moved to break even right there in real time for sure. All right, so we have a data wick here. The high has not been ran. Neither has the low, so we don't really know which direction the market's going to move. There's the high. Let's zoom out. Did this wick? It didn't really take out anything. So we're still in a gap up there. So if we get a short setup out of this, we'll probably take it. Oh, let me do it like this. All right, this looks nice. We'll mark this one out. That looks nice. All right, there's our short entry. And we are going to target this wick. Now, a lot of times on these types of trades, it takes 2, 3, 4 tries to get it to take it down to that wick, right? That's your internal, which is not even, it's not 10 points. So I probably won't scale until there. So that's 12 points, and it's also the next imbalance. But stop could go to break even here at 46. Oof. And see, this is one of those ones. This is where I hate the replay, right? Because stop should be at break even there. Instead, I can't move the stop to break even. So all right, I'm moving the stop up to, oh, did I never placed the order, guys. Oh my goodness. Oops. I never even placed the order. All right, now the stop will go to, oh, we can't go to break even yet, can we? Nope. Oh, well. It should have been a break-even trade. Instead, we ate a, I don't know, a $300 loser or something. But it should have been break-even. Let's see. Alrighty. Just moving higher. Not obvious. What up, Shark Trades? Yeah, we're just trying to get a little backtest video in. I did do a vlog yesterday. I will post that tonight. We went to the good old casino. The casino. We did a little casino. We kind of have LR here. The bias is obviously bullish. I mean, we are in premium, not discount, so this would kind of be a risky trade. But you know what? We're delivering from a fair value gap. I guess technically we are in a bearish gap over here to the left, though. We did run, Buy side as well. This probably in real time would be one I'm going to pass on. But like, it just, this works, right? I mean, like, your break even is so close. I don't know. Actually, we are kind of choppy. What time is it? No, we're in the macro. All right, I'm gonna take it just because I think it's at least a break even trade. But this very well could be a loss. I mean, we are in premium, not discount here. So like right there would be your stop to break even. Now, I'm not going to go to break even here. Looks like we left equal highs. Once we move back through that wick, I will. So now I will scale. It's only 5 points. I'm not scaling. There we go. Now we can scale. Like, even though we're in premium there, that's kind of like one of those ones that's kind of clear that it should at least be break even with the momentum there, the time of day. So and we're just chopping at this point, grinding higher. That probably was a 2 minute there. We did leave equal highs there as well. Kind of the same similar setup. Swept liquidity, left equal highs. If you switch over to the 2 minute, that's really the same setup. I guess the only difference is, actually, it's not even clean on the, yeah, I probably wouldn't have taken that one. The time of day is the difference. Although we are in the macro there. We're still right there at noon. All right, let's go to the next day. We got some data. Wow. This is one of those interesting ones. I probably wouldn't long right before market open. But I think we get a blast right through this wick at open. Because you can see we already closed above the inversion. We're already inversed here. So there's the wick lower. I think it just goes now. Put it in an order block here. Right at open. There it goes. Not much you can do about that one, though. A lot of wicks up here. Seems like that's probably where we're headed. We just inversed the 15-minute. So I'll be bullish up to that 247. See if we get a pullback. Some sort of pullback entry. Nope. Not any pullback at all. Oops. I wish we could have gotten that, though. 245. Yeah, that's not that obvious, but clearly it worked. This thing's going to go back down now, probably. Nope. One more manipulation leg higher. This one's kind of interesting. How big is this? 148, 137. Yeah, it's not bad. kind of the problem with this one. I like the time of day. Kind of ran some of this LR here. Not all of it. Oh, do we leave equal lows? Let's see if we left equal lows here. Yeah. So while I think this probably works, I'm not going to take it. And like this gap's only 5 points. Not very obvious, right? Not very obvious. But does it work back to these equal lows? Maybe. Let's think about it. I mean, I think it does. I just don't think it's obvious enough to take it. What time is it, though? Man, we are in the macro. I don't know. I think it works, but I'm not going to take it. See there, it didn't make it to it. Need some sort of push back up here. Oh, it did run the equal lows. All right. Yeah, it's going to move on to the next day. So it looks kind of like we want to run like maybe down into this area. Let's see. Excuse me, guys. I do kind of have like some low resistance liquidity above as well. All right, ran that. Let's see, 198, 191, it's not bad. There's the close. That's the London. Is that London? No, London High is still up there. Not taking this. I actually, now that I look at this, I think the draw might be higher. And we're just wrong. All right. So this is interesting. This is like the setup that we like to look for, right? If we could like just only take one setup per day, this would be what you would want to look for. So we swept liquidity on the way down. We swept this low. We reswept it. That's the only thing though. Man. You're targeting a low that's already been reswept twice. I don't know if I love that. But mechanically speaking, this push back up, it does make this an A setup. But you're targeting a low that's already been swept twice. I don't really love that. This is where I really would like to see like an SMT or, you know, like something to give me a little more confident in it. But I do think it's lower, but we'll see. All right, there's our scale and our break even. Stopped out break even. Basically did the same thing it's been doing. Sweep, sweep, sweep. Kind of generating some liquidity here as well. How many years have I been trading? Zilmi, like 2. Design says only goes up. Like around 2 years. A little more, a little less. I don't know. Somewhere in there. This is another kind of interesting spot. I mean, I think we sweep this high a large percentage of the time, and we may even go back up there, but kind of choppy. You're outside the macro. I'm not going to take it, but yeah, there's the sweep of the high. So we left equal highs there. All right, there's sell side. All right, let's measure this gap. 125. So it's 7. We're 3 minutes from the macro. I mean, yeah, this is actually one where I would love to see if we had an SMT here or not. Because this could manipulate one more leg lower, or it could just push up from here. Very interesting. I don't know. This one might fail. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. I'm not gonna take it here. I feel like this might manipulate lower one more time, but there would be your break-even stop anyway. You wouldn't scale there because it's not 10 points. It's like 5. And so there's kind of your higher low. There probably would be some sort of 30-second entry here. What made me get into my trading, Zilmi? I don't know. I just watched people trading. I used to love the idea of making money, you know, without working, so to speak. All right, we left equal highs here. We are in the macro time. How obvious is this gap? 139. I mean, it's not that obvious, but with the equal highs there, you would think that this works, right? Kind of higher low, higher low. You would think this at least works to those equal highs. You probably could target these equal highs up here. So stop will go to break even relatively quickly here after 5 points. And then so stop will go to break even. If it wicks up and back down, that's going to, you know, feel bad, but and death to us. I guess technically we probably should have closed that trade a little sooner, but there's the equal highs. Stopped just a little too close, I guess. Let's get this out of the way. I mean, I'm not taking that. Probably works, but yeah. When it doesn't run those in the macro, it just feels like, you know, the draw must be lower. That's the hard thing about backtesting for me. It's hard to, like, you know, I come into the day usually like with an idea of where I think price is going to go. You're like, oh, just look at the chart. Like, yeah, but you're not like tuned in. When you're watching the market every single day and you see certain levels every day, it makes it a little easier to figure out where you think we should go. Oh. I mean, we're certainly looking bullish. We are awfully high, though. All right, let's see what we get. Choppy. Moving lower. Had a decent move up overnight on this day. London low sitting down there, 180s. Man. Just death candling to the 180s, probably. Moving lower. All right, there's the London low. Where's the Asia low? Oh, we just ran it. All right, now we can maybe start looking for a long. Maxie's a little huffy over here. Guess the number between 0 and 10. If you guess the correct number, I'm going to tell you the actual secret to profit. 6.9. You had a daughter and then saw that you can now get funded. Yes. Yeah, Zilmy, nothing wrong with that. I mean, I was talking to somebody about it, you know, at the poker table yesterday. It's like, you know, just finding something that you actually enjoy doing and being able to use that as your job. I mean, like, there's nothing better in the world than that. You know, that's obviously I'm profitable trading, but I don't think I would be to this point without the YouTube channel. So that's a large portion of that's thanks to you guys. So without you guys using my codes and stuff, I wouldn't have been able to start doing this. So it's kind of a choppy day here. I don't know what's up. Well, Zilmy 6.9 was the number that he did that on the other day, so that's why I said 6.9. That's why we said that. Oh, there's open. That's some volatility. We got some volatility. I do hate there's no 30-second chart. Did they not? Yeah, I guess they don't have it yet. Do they? No. I've guessed the correct number. Let's go. So you thought I wouldn't remember. No, I'm not live trading. This is back testing. The test of the back. Big back testing. That's what, my kid would probably say. Big back testing. Oh. I don't even know what that line is. Kind of choppy. Choppy, choppy, choppy. We need something obvious. Six. Stocks only go up. Let's go. Do I recommend Trade at 5? Farhad, I have a code with them, MM. They are a little on the expensive side, but they seem okay. I think it's a little over $300 for an account for a 50K, which is expensive, but, for a direct-to-funded one. But, yeah, I think they're fine. I do have an account with them that I will be trading Monday. All right, here's the thing. Like, this is generally against my rules, right? Actually, if this did leave equal lows here, I won't take it at all. 125.50. Yeah, I mean, this left equal lows. I'm not going to take it. I think this works. But it left these equal lows here, so I'm not going to take it. But probably works to this high at least. Oop. Good thing. Now it looks better. Now if you get an inverse out of this, that's better. And we got to go one more candle. All right. So there would be your entry. We're in the macro. Am I promoting FTT? Yeah, I have a link with FTT. Has anyone just subscribed? I don't think so. We're at the same as we were when we started. But yeah, I have a link for Fast Track. I have 20 accounts of Fast, or 20 plus accounts actually. I don't even know how many I have. Don't even know how many I have. I'm going to take this long. This is a higher risk long here, let's be honest. We're very, very high in the leg in premium. So very, very high in premium here. Probably a bad idea to long, but we seem bullish. There's my link to Fast Track. Yeah, I've gotten 3 payouts from them and a 4th one that is I've already requested. That's pending. All right, stop will go to break even there. We hit the internal. Let's see if we can run without stopping us. Boom. We'll scale half there. We'll move this up. What we'll do is we will lock some in here. Let's lock in. Let's see, we're at 156. So we'll just lock in 5. Stopped out. Yeah, no worries, Farhad. ICT wants to be a mod. Yeah, maybe eventually ICT. Let me see you in here for another week, and maybe we'll make you a mod. What am I going to do with the 10K? The same thing I do with all my money. Give it to the kids. The kids take it all. If you got kids, you know. I went to the casino yesterday, but that's something like I very rarely do. We did make some cash, though, guys. We made some cash. Check it out. We made some cash. We made some cash. Yeah. You got to have to watch the vlog to see how much, but there it is. We made some cash. Spoiler. That's the reason to go to the casino, right? Not to lose. You've been a heavy diesel mechanic for the past 12 years. Yeah, that's the thing, Zilmi. Like, I mean, I had a really good job, guys. I really did. But, you know, it's not all about, it's about the freedom to be able to do things. And that's what trading gives you. Man, I would love to long here, but you just can't. Same situation as earlier. You can't long it open like that, even though you think it's going to run that wick. So we pulled back yesterday afternoon. All right. You're thinking of closing your TradeAvid account and move to stake? Yeah, probably not a bad idea. I think either way it's fine, right? Heading out for a walk. All right, Shark. Catch you later there, buddy. The Bulenox 90% off sale does end tomorrow, I think. So keep that in mind. We're going to look for one more trade. We are down on the session here. Terrible. We're going to look for another trade. Let's see if we can find one. Something that's obvious. Nothing obvious so far. This, nope, might be. I don't love the lack of momentum through there, so it's going to be a no. Let's keep going. Yesterday, you saw someone's comment on a video saying my kid runs and jumps around, repeating order filled, order filled. Classic. That is kind of funny. This is not obvious enough. I was thinking of a short there, but nothing clean. It's just nothing clean. This is just choppy. All right, we'll go to the next day. Let's see. How obvious is this gap? 65. Yeah, I mean, it's not even obvious. I do think it works to this low, but I'm trying to take something obvious. All right. So we ran the London low there. All right. I mean, we're outside the macro here. Well, we're in the final minute of it. This gap is pretty obvious. We did just run the London low. So I think it could work. We'll try it. We'll try it. Why not? Exactly, Zilma. Just one, Zilmi. I only put on one contract. Only one contract. All right. So that's going to be the break even. And how many points is that? That's 15, so we will scale. Stop will go to break even. Let's go. Now that's a nice candle. It's now up 35 or whatever, so we will scale a little more there. And we will lock in, it's at 50. I mean, that should not come back to here. Oh, it's not letting me move it. There we go. And let's zoom out a little bit. See if we can't move our target up a little more. All right, we're going to scale a little bit more there, if it'll let me. And then we're going to lock in some more here. And we're just going to target 132 potentially. And we won't move the stop anymore. See if we can move on up to the 132 or not. And it stopped out. All right. There you go. What up, Lynn? Yeah, ICT. You can do market replay. I like this because it drops you in a random place in time. So, like, you just choose a range of dates and it just drops you in a random date and time. So, like, I chose last year dates. That way I don't really remember what happens. And so that's why I did that. But you can choose whatever you want. So we ended up down 219 on the back testing session. It's fine. I think we had one or two trades that should have been break even. Or one trade we should have taken off and we didn't. And then one that should have been break even that we just let hit our loss. So probably somewhere around break even. It is what it is. So that's going to do it for me, guys. I got to get ready for church. Just wanted to just do a little back testing this morning. And we'll be back live tomorrow, 9:15 a.m. for the New York session. And I'll be dropping a little vlog video tonight. So take a look at that. We'll see you guys next time.